Why, hello there. My name is Isaiah Green, aka Zaya Green, aka Dry Loops, aka the GOAT. And today I'm going to be answering the most common questions that I get asked across my social media platforms. This is through DMs and a mixture of comments that I get just asking me basic questions. I've been doing content for almost a year now. I've compiled, I think, some pretty good common questions that people ask me all the time. And I also wanted this to be kind of an intro for me on YouTube as a person of who I am, because I kind of just spawned and started making videos without any prior knowledge about who I was. Question number 1, how did you learn music theory, or how to learn music theory? I know I would get this question a lot on YouTube and Instagram. I make a lot of music theory content from time to time. I mention a lot of things about advanced music theory topics. I wouldn't consider myself advanced. I would definitely consider myself almost advanced. But to answer this, I'm just gonna talk about how I learned music theory. There was never really a time where I didn't know music theory. Honestly, when people say music is a language, they're completely correct. And I grew up obviously learning English because I'm a native speaker, and I feel like I grew up also learning the language of music, the language of music theory. There was never a time that I could remember where I didn't know what a C major chord was. Now, there were times in my life where I was learning, oh, that's an 11, oh, that's a sharp 11. Circle of fifths is the same thing going down as a circle of fourths is going up, whatever. Negative harmony, there I remember learning those topics, but in the same way, it's like in English, you can learn a new word. It's just new vocabulary for you, you know? I just learned over the course of basically my entire life. What also made it better and what accelerated my learning was the fact that I always watched people like Charles Cornell, Adam Neely, Jacob Collier, and all of his like, what do you call it, all of his TED Talks, I guess you could call them, at the same time as me watching Laserbeam and Lachlan and Fortnite YouTubers. I was also watching Adam Neely, Charles Cornell, and all those music theory YouTubers at the same time as well. Like, those were my cartoons, you feel me? So I just surrounded myself around it to get me to where I am now today. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, how would I learn music theory if I had to like teach somebody? Just about the same way, almost. Definitely heavy on that surrounding yourself around it, because with any language, if you surround yourself around it, is going to benefit you. Don't pay anybody to teach you. I would say learn online, right? For free as you can. Now, if you want to guarantee that you're going to learn to keep yourself accountable, sure, go ahead and pay somebody, but be mindful of who you are going to be paying to teach you. You don't need everything, right? Some things are solely theoretical, and if you're into learning stuff like that, great, this is perfect for you. But at the same time, if you're learning theory because you need to play, or you need to make beats, or you just need to know a little bit because you're a singer, not everybody needs the same level of theory. So just keep that in mind. Second question, how long have I been producing or making beats for? Now, contrary to how long I've been a musician, which has been since I was 9. I'm 19 now, so it's been about 10 years. Wow, it's my 10-year anniversary of me being a musician. You hear that? It's our 10-year anniversary. You don't care, do you? Yeah, frick you. I've been making beats since I was around, like, in middle school, 12, 15, but I was making them on this horrible software that was in your browser called Soundtrap, and it was mainly just for the memes, just making music for fun, nothing serious, just messing around in there. Probably say I genuinely made like one okay beat. One singular okay beat. I would count when I started using FL Studio as when I really started making beats, which was about 2-ish years ago. So yeah, for 2 years, I think I've made quite some good progress. I'll put on my screen one of my first really early beats. And then I'll put my new beat here. That was supposed to be me vibing to it. I don't know if I was on the same rhythm or not, but yeah, and I think I've made some pretty good progress. So yeah, 2 years, official answer. Obstacles that I faced being a producer. Which ones? What are they? Obstacles that I face, I would say number 1, sound selection. Finding the right sounds, finding what you want in a song, in a specific genre, whatever, is just, sound selection is going to be the hardest thing ever in any form of music. period, right? Finding sounds, finding good plugins, finding good virtual instruments, especially on a budget. Shout out S1D, bro. Shout out S1D. He hooked me up with a lot of stuff that I did not have to pay for. And secondly, mixing and mastering tracks. I do have two, as of right now, I have 2 releases or just beats that I've just straight up released. Figuring out how to mix those and making sure the volume is good and make sure the bass is good, the EQ, all of that is really hard. I'm still learning how to do that. I truly believe that everybody is still learning how to do that. So yeah, I would say those are the top 2 things for sure. How to get better at piano gospel wise. This is a question that they would mainly ask me on Instagram, which is where more of my gospel musician church artists followers are on. I'm already gonna say off rip, I am not the best gospel musician, to be completely honest. Actually, I'm not the best church musician, if y'all understand what I'm trying to get at. I grew up playing in church, but I never grew up playing in Baptist, Pentecostal. I didn't grow up in church, if I had to call it that. There would be a Sunday where the pastor would call off a hymn and we had to know it, and oftentimes I didn't know it, but it never really happened frequently enough to the point where I was like, okay, I'm just gonna learn a bunch of hymns 4 or 5 Sundays out of the year, so I don't really know my hymns. That's something I do need to improve on. How to play church chords and shouting, I'm not the strongest at it. I can get by, I can do it, but I'm not the strongest. Another thing that I can improve on. But if you need me to play some John P. Key, I got you. If you needed me to play some Fred Hammond, I got you. If you even needed me to play you some Ty Trippett, I got you. So there are definitely some ways I can improve in my own gospel. Whenever I'm looking to improve on my craft per se, gospel wise, number 1 place I go to, YouTube all the way. Pretty simple music. He has amazing musicians go on there and spit game, bro. But yeah, just become a YouTube fanatic, dude. Everything is on YouTube that you need in life. YouTube University all the way. My second one would be meet up with somebody that knows what they're doing, that can play church and learn from them, play under them. Right now I'm playing under Jermaine Layton, and I'm learning so much. Every single Sunday I'm learning so much. Document as much as you can, steal as much as you can, soak in all the knowledge that you can for the time that they are there, because they are not always going to be there. Yeah, and then third, take lessons. I mean, obviously, if there's none in your area, if you just can't do videos, go take gospel lessons somewhere, or go get an online course. But again, be careful which online course you get. And that's really all I gotta say for that one. That is pretty much it for the questions. Let me know if you guys want to see this more. If you guys have questions on YouTube, put it down in the comments. I'll answer and make another one of these. These videos are kind of weird for me to make because I'm literally just sitting here talking. I'm not doing anything. Help. Little song for you guys. We stream on Twitch. We post videos on YouTube. Follow the Instagram. Follow the YouTube. Follow the TikTok, which is down right now because of Oracle or something. Just follow everything. It means a lot to me. There's also a Discord. It's really chill. There's a lot of cool people on there. A lot of musicians. I want to grow it. Connect. Let's collab. Let's be together. Forever. And ever.